ladies, and what's up, can I player? Just keep in touch. Now, usually this will be a sale on air video, but we got to grace the more sale channel with this one. LaVar Ball was right about Bronny James. 3-minute video. No clue what this is about. Let's go ahead and watch and give my opinion at that.
All the way back 7 years ago, LaVar Ball talked about the potential of Bronny James and how it relates to his sons.
We're seeing a lot of, like LeBron's son, LeBron Jr., who's playing great. Obviously the Currys. You're seeing NBA players whose sons are coming up and looking like they're going to be NBA players.
Well, here's the thing. You got to play the odds and the percentages. There have been a lot of great players, and all their sons are whack. Kareem got a son.
Kareem got a son? Oh, this nigga got a son. He was just sentenced to 100. Oh.
No. Magic
Jordan
got some sons.
Yeah.
Jordan got sons. Yeah.
Magic do got a son. Magic do got a son.
You know, the monsters in the NBA, they dads wasn't that good. Kobe Bryant, his dad wasn't all that.
I'm gonna try to think here. Monsters in the NBA, they dads wasn't that good. And LaVar might have a point here. Hold on. And here's the thing with LaVar Ball, whether you like it or not, he might say some outlandish things to y'all, but when you really think about it, he's kind of, outside of him saying he beat Jordan, which who at that point in his prime he was big and bulky, who knows, but he ain't really put out no false product in terms of the basketball sense, in terms of his sons. He 2 for 3 right now in the league. 2 for 3.
That's why he's such a monster. So you look at, you got LeBron. It's going to be very hard for his kids to, because they're not going to look at him as LeBron's kids. They're going to be like, you better be just like your dad. And then after a while, that pressure starts sitting on you because it's like, wow, why I got to be like him? Why can't it just be me? And then they be like, oh, you're soft. You're not that good. Because the expectation is very, very high. My boys are good.
He literally, did y'all hear that?
That pressure starts sitting on you because it's like, wow, why I got to be like him? Why can't it just be me? And then they be like, oh, you're soft.
He's literally saying what's happening right now. And they said this interview was several years ago. But I will say this. In terms of the basketball greats, LeBron's sons are the greatest. In terms of the basketball greats, you got Jordan's sons, you got Bron's sons, right? Let's go ahead and put them in a microscope, okay? LeBron's sons are better at basketball than Jordan's sons, for a fact. LeBron's sons have the best shot, you feel me, to be successful in the NBA outside of Michael Jordan. I mean, more than Michael Jordan's sons ever did. You feel what I'm saying? So on the scale, you have LeBron James and you have his sons, who might not ever mount to be as great as LeBron James, but they are better than the great sons have been in the game of basketball. And this is fact, by the way. This is why it's so phenomenal to see this happening. Now, we're not saying Bronny or Bryce are going to be LeBron. Bron's a 101. Feel me? It's like the next wave is going to be like someone like a great Steph Curry's son, Cannon. Okay? When he gets to that level, is he going to be Steph-esque? Okay? But when you have the good role-playing NBA players and their sons come to the NBA, they're actually usually pretty solid. But then you have Scottie Pippen's son, who actually is pretty solid, who just signed a contract, literally got an NBA contract, I think, this past week. You feel what I'm saying? But we have LeBron and his son. The expectation is way higher being LeBron's son than it is being Scottie Pippen's son. You feel what I'm saying? So just food for thought. And Scottie Pippen was arguably one of the best players in the league back then.
Because the expectation is very, very high. My boys are good, great, but let's say I really excelled in football and made millions and millions of dollars. Do I spend that time with them now? No. Got the off season, I got to worry about myself. Now I just buy you everything. Now I get you a trainer and hope you turn out to be okay. Where the fact that I wasn't all that, allows me to spend all that time and make my boys all that. Anybody who already had that expectation, a lot of their fathers don't want to put all that weight on them because people don't look at them as what they were.
LeBron wasn't happy about those comments and told LaVar to keep his kid's name out of his mouth.
Oh, shot. Okay, I remember this incident happening, but I never seen that interview. Interesting. Let me go ahead and fix this audio real quick so you get you guys right. What did I just click? No clue.
But looking back, LaVar Ball was completely right. Bronny has unfair expectations placed on his shoulders, but it's not just because he's LeBron's son. It's also because it's been LeBron's dream to play with him before he retires, and LeBron has made that well known. Both LeBron and LaVar have made crazy statements about their sons, but Lonzo and LaMelo...
All right, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, gang.
Both LeBron and LaVar have made...
It is tough. Because if I'm a teammate of Bron, I see you say your son can play for us right now, easy. I'm like, damn, like you don't believe in your own teammates. Like I feel like that's more of a subtle shot. Like, yeah, my son's better than a lot of these guys right now on his team. Now what? But in the other sense, Bron could be saying that to light a fire in this guy's ass. Like, hey, y'all playing subpar right now. I need y'all to pick it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this. So hopefully it lets a fire in y'all ass. And if it don't, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think it might have backfired more than it helped, in my opinion.
Made crazy statements about their...
LaVar Ball is, that was a crazy statement. Lonzo is not better than Steph Curry. Not even in the same ballpark, respectfully.
Their sons. But Lonzo and LaMelo earned their spot as NBA players. Bronny hasn't. And the Ball brothers are used to the high expectations since they were dominant in high school, and Lonzo went to UCLA while LaMelo played in Lithuania. Bronny was just thrown onto the Lakers after only averaging 4 points in college. LaVar was honest with his middle son LiAngelo and told him he likely won't make an NBA roster. Imagine if LaVar was able to force LiAngelo on an NBA team. Chances are it'd be very obvious.
Well, I mean, LiAngelo was in the G League. He almost got that NBA stint. Let's not forget. He was in the Summer League. Let's not forget.
That
he was almost 3 for 3.
Deserved to be in the league. Now, LiAngelo has played in the G League and the preseason, but he was cut before the regular season because he wasn't good enough. Now imagine that LaVar tells everyone to quit criticizing his son and that he's earned the right to be an NBA player. That's basically what LeBron is doing with Bronny.
Rob and I did not give Bronny anything. Bronny has earned this.
Bronny could have stayed in college and developed into a decent player, maybe make the NBA one day, but instead, he's been forced onto the Lakers so LeBron can be the first NBA player to play with his son.
You know, now thinking about it, man, it is actually tough for Bronny. Like they're saying, Bron got his, you know what I'm saying, Bron, whether he did it or he didn't. Either way, Bron and his son on the same team, right? So now you're up here like, man, I have to live up to a certain expectation so fast. I can't grow into my greatness. I have to be great damn near right away, or else the media, due to what was already being said and what my father has said, you know, like what they have said about me, it's making me grow up way more quicker than I need to as a rookie in the league. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not projected to be the chosen one. I'm a second round pick. Let me work into being a better player as a second round pick. But y'all got him, y'all throwing him into the fire as if like we need you to produce and be successful right away. And I think the remarks that were said about Bronny leading up to this point did not do him no justice. Didn't let him grow. The expectation is astronomical. It's almost like inhumane to ask anybody to say, hey man, so your dad's arguably the greatest player of all time, and we want to throw you on his team, and we want you to produce right away. Go ahead. I mean, granted, after he had what he did, I mean, after he had that cardiac arrest at USC, bro. And now you're in LA. The lights are even brighter in LA, and you're in preseason and you're getting talked about every other day on media. The expectation is unrealistic off the rip already. It's like you're setting him up for failure before he can even succeed. You feel what I'm saying? And that's kind of whack to me. So for Bronny, it's tough. He's in a tough situation. He's in a tough situation. He's in a tough spot.
The massive pressure and unfair expectations will only be a detriment to Bronny. He was never able to develop at his own pace or even find a role that suits him. Once LeBron accomplishes the record of being the first NBA player to play with his son, Bronny will either spend the rest of his career in the G League or being a laughingstock. And when LeBron decides to retire, Bronny's career will be over.
Damn. Now, that's harsh to say that it would be over. But depending on how this year goes, the trajectory could look a little different. I hope the best for Bronny. I really do, bro. I really do. I love seeing people exceed expectations, and I love seeing people also exceed what people are saying about them in terms of the negative light. I think people are putting a lot of negative light on Bronny, so I would love to see him dim that light, you know what I'm saying, and turn his own little flashlight on, you know what I mean? I hope and that when he figures it out, you know what I'm saying? I'll just say this. I'll compartmentalize it and just say it like this in few sentences. I hope that Bronny can make his impact on the NBA felt up to his expectation, not to nobody else's. We don't need Bronny to be LeBron. We need Bronny to be Bronny. If Bronny can figure that out and find his niche in the NBA, whether it's a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, whoever knows the case may be, I think that's what's going to do him justice. So like I said, this is more of a repetition, couple years into it. We're going to have to allow him to grow into the player he's going to be. If not, if we expect and we speed up the process, that's how you're going to weed him out of the NBA. And I feel like that's an unfortunate situation. But yeah, this is a once in a lifetime thing we've never seen. So I feel like we're all learning in real time. You know what I mean? But without further ado, appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, all that good stuff, man. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Yeah, this thing. Got it.